Hello and welcome to an oft delayed session of Rapscallion. We have come into the new year, and a combination of computer errors and illness, trials and tribulations, many of them on my side of the fence here. I finally got my computer fixed, but it knocked me out of commission for some time. If the vocal quality sounds different, it's because I had to rearrange my mic and a bunch of stuff and get that set. We will see. My name is Lowell, pronouns he, him, and this session is part of the Open Hearth Gaming Community, which is an online gaming club slash community you can find out more about at openhearthgaming.com. Hey, if you're listening to this, we have a special event coming up in March in the community called Mecha March. People are running a bunch of mecha games in various places. I know there are still seats in some of them. You can kind of check that out. If you go to our playable page, you can find that off of that openhearthgaming.com. And then in the first part of May, we're going to have a little Star Wars Minicon weekend that people will usually have a dozen or so games that are open to everybody to kind of sign up for and try things out. And we have a logo for that one even. We have a logo for the March, the Mecha March one, but that's one more I put together rather than commissioning. So that is where we are. We are on our ship. The ship is known as the Star Seeker. It is Captain Humayun's ship. When we last left our heroes, I don't know if I want to say heroes, our protagonists, they were at Horizon, and two things happened. There were some visitations between Captain Humayun and his former pirate associate allies, and there were some questions about Captain Humayun's intent that were put to there. Found out some things about who he could possibly count on or not count on, and who might join him if he can get the people together. Another important thing was there was an interesting interaction with some of those storm seekers, those fellows who actually ended up rescuing Nanius and yet to be named person, Ship's Groom's Cass. Now that I've looked at the character keeper rather than my screen, I now know that Nanius and Cass had a conflict with a demon of sorts, and Cass died, and then was brought back from death, and we took up with that.
It's a small death,
It's a little
dying of.
death. Uh, you were at Horizon, which is just east of Tangcho. And Tangcho is the sort of the capital, big city, harbor crossroads for the free. Those those factions, those guilds that operate there. There are pirates that operate out of there, but and the Seven Lords have agents that operate out of there, but Horizon is really the big pirate, Seven Lord City. But Tangchow has all of these different people of the free, and it is a uh, a wild place that we're going to see. Why are you going to Tang Chao? That is the big question that, given weeks of missing sessions, all of us have no idea. So I'm going to refresh for you the two things that definitively we know you are going to Tang Chao for, and then I'm going to suggest the secondary things. One, you agreed to ferry to Tang Chao one of the singers, the bards, and that is, if we look at our NPC sheet here again, Bazad. He is a shanty singer. There is a gathering. He hasn't told you why. There's no gotten no details on exactly what's going on, but apparently there is a gathering of the various magical shanty singers that is happening in Tang Chao for some reason. and you agreed to ferry him there. Uh, Now, part of it, the other reason why this worked for you is you were given, and we're going to fuzz the specifics here a little bit, but the basic thing is you were given a prophecy, you were given instructions, you were told that if you wish to raise yourself up and fight the foes that you wish to fight, there is a gem, an object that has to be assembled that comes from the old sea elves. And the reason that you were heading to Tang Tao is you were given the location of one of those pieces. It is it is inland, and we're given some details on that. And for the purposes of this, you have effectively a treasure map to get to there. You don't know the exact nature of this crystalline prismatic object that you're supposed to be seeking, but the winds of fate have pointed you that direction, and that is the reason that you are going to Tang Chao. Secondary things, of course, are you have some secondary agendas of your own that are there. Nanius has his lover, Humayun has his nemesis, Vern has his their books, Cass has Cass, and Cass's goals there. Does that seem like a minimal but reasonable summation of what has occurred? It gives us a pointer, does it not? So you all are on board the ship, and it is that kind of relatively easy coastal journey, catching the winds as they come off the inlands, tacking back and forth, watching for shoals and stuff, but remaining a ways away, but keeping the shoreline within viewing as you head to Chang Chao. And uh, eventually, it will come into view. And the first thing that you will see with Tang Tao is that the city itself is large and ancient. You knew beforehand, and some of you may have been here before, that it is an older, one of the mythic cities from before the gods fall, that has been built upon. It is a tiered city. There are seven levels, like a large step pyramid with the top of each step being neighborhoods. And there are walkways and flat sliders and hydraulics and lifts and things to carry things up the stages of this. It is covered in all of the kinds of things that you would expect to see at docks, but they're actually kind of at the edges of these terraces that go up, built on a basalt stone that was carved out of the very mountain itself. And the other thing that you will see is that we have those seven stages. It comes out to the water, and there is a dock. There is a dock that is about maybe an eighth to a quarter mile wide, and it is a mile long out into the ocean. It is made of stone and raised up such that even at the highest tide, this magic, amazing structural dock is out on the water. And there are posts, the pillars of the dock that come out are littered with ropes and things for ships to tie onto. And there are many vessels, currently on that dock. You would expect that each side of the dock at any particular time can hold at least 2 dozen ships. Uh, They have to space them out a little bit because it does make kind of coming out of the docks a challenge depending on the weather. Captain Humayun, what are the words that you are delivering to your crew? Do we see you on the deck of the vessel? Do we see you in your cabin? What do you think we're going to see when we come back after our mid-season break to see Captain Humayun? What do we see?
I think that I'm addressing the whole of the crew rather than just like the officers. So I'm up on the quarter deck looking, down, and the mass of the crew is there on the main deck. Um, as uh, for some of you, it will be the first time that you've had opportunity to come to this fine city. And if Horizon is a place of pirates' pleasure, then indeed Uh, Tangcho is a place of the liberty of the free folk. And as such, we will be giving liberty to all of the crew to go ashore.
The huzzah will ring out across the crew there at that point.
We have thus far done well. You have all done your duty to the best that I could hope. And therefore, I will be paying off for this cruise, which we did in our as part of our upkeep
Right?
with the ship. Um, they're not getting a bonus because I'm kind of poor. Uh, and we will, of course, be expecting everyone to be on their best behavior. Remember, you represent the Star Seeker wherever you go. Uh, you will be receiving from, let me check real quick by our NPCs. Um, yes. Uh, from Marta, the rotation, we will, of course, be keeping a skeleton crew on the ship at all times. But uh, please go and enjoy yourselves. And a little bit of this going on liberty is because I have heard some rumblings amongst the crew where
Yeah.
they're not as excitedly happy about my captaincy as I might would wish. So hopefully a little carousing and drinking will bring them back a little happier.
Okay. Yeah, you have a couple of levels of unrest
I
there.
do.
Um, the you are working to calm the wildness of that crew. Uh,
Mhm.
Cass, what do we see of you here in this? And I'm going to go around and ask this of each of you before we kind of come into to Doc.
Oh, that's a good question. Um, so this is Cass's first time here, at least it having any sense of this place. Um, he is mostly excited for Mazad and like what is happening there. Um, but he also is, I think he's still kind of coming down from having all those ship souls, you know, tangled up with him and having gotten back. He doesn't know if he's done a good thing or a bad thing, but he's done a thing.
Yep.
Um and and he's been trying to explain that to his true love in dreams. And it goes about as well as any dream ever does, which is you just don't know. Sort of you've sung things out into the water, into the air, and what you see is unclear. So,
Now, let me ask you this. The trouble that you had, the many sold, I
mhm.
I believe that you still have that trouble, or did you clear that?
It was cleared,
Okay, I just want to make sure.
but I still have it, as in the sense of that it still is a state that I was in at least.
Okay.
So
But in
in
terms
that
of
sense,
like the
are they still hanging
mechanical,
with
it's
me?
it's
Yeah,
it's not a mechanical thing.
thing,
I
right?
just wanted
It's
to
more
check.
flavor,
Right. Okay.
more like gravy than like
Yeah,
a chunk
it's curse gravy.
of gristle. Yeah,
Uh,
instead of gristle, it's
get
just
that
gravy, gristle
cursed gravy
gravy.
caught in your teeth. Oh,
Exactly,
terrible.
terrible stuff.
It happens if you use the wrong thickener.
Yeah, exactly.
Vern, uh, what do we see of you at this point?
Um, I mean, I think I don't really know where to start. There's so many possibilities. I want to see what's up with this um uh, uh bard convention. Because like nobody likes to tell wild stories more than bards, right? And like yeah, you gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt, but you can learn all kinds of interesting stuff from them. Um, Also, you know, looking for books and information is always good. Also, you know, I always like to just go hang out with the weirdest people possible.
Yeah, last time
And there are weird people here.
when we left, you got to witness that explosion of the ocean itself.
Yes.
Cass is dying, Nanius's investment in that, all that strangeness. Uh, like, do you think you've worked through that, or is there still some of that that's hanging over you that you're thinking about?
I'm definitely still thinking about it, and I think mostly restrained myself from like nagging at Cass to like, oh, what was it like? What happened? You know, for more and more details. I think I just kind of uh sensed that he still had his own stuff to deal with, and in a rare moment of um uh social awareness, I kind of left him alone a little bit.
Excellent, excellent. I like it.
So I am still like, you know, uh burning with questions here about that and about many things, as always.
Excellent. And Nanius, what of you?
Uh, so I think for one, Nonius looks like particularly put together, getting ready for landfall here. Like his cloak and clothing had gotten a little like sea worn and a bit ragged at the edges, but he's got new fabric. He's got a fresh, very shiny, clean cloak, and his makeup, rather than being the very like thrown on sweat streaked barbarian style, is very like precise and done with swirls and lots of intricate patterns, and I think out of his like alchemy supplies he's actually worked up a little thing where the designs of the makeup on his face like gently move and sort of swirl around. And he's got like a sort of laurel crown of dried flowers halfway around his head. Um, but for the ship, he is going around and haranguing the crew, the crew that is like on duty on deck right now. They are hanging over the sides. They are polishing the like pearl inlaid skulls until they gleam. The figurehead is being like totally freshly polished. The gems in its eyes are sparkling. Like every bit of the outside of the ship should be shining and sparkling and amazing looking as we pull in. And the crew that's not currently on deck, that is sort of going to be like the first shift to go have leave on land. He is going around. He is critiquing and fixing their outfits. He is making sure that like they go change and no, this person has a hat that you can wear that looks better. And no, I know you have a better coat than that. And we're not going in with torn elbows and like all this sort of like everything has to look perfect when we pull in.
You are drawing a little bit of the ire that might be directed at Captain Humayun previously. Certainly, you are the close and present irritant in their ointment.
And
Uh,
I'm still fully in that impassioned vice, so he does not even notice, and he is like extra annoying about it.
Absolutely. Uh, uh, as you draw closer, once you're kind of within, you know, eyeglass sight, there are a couple of people that are at the furthest out end of the dock who will raise the signal flags, and they will direct you to tack, westward and bring yourself around, and they'll essentially give you the signals at the on the berth that you are to do, and you kind of come around to do that, and you will see again maybe 10 ships on this side of that dock, as many or more on the other. But you will notice that uh, there are a set of four large, imposing, well presented, beautifully laid out, heavily armed ships of the sharks. They are arranged together in a row. They are tied off, and again, the sharks are the merchant lords. Uh, they are nominally allied with the Royal Navy. They are the ones that are headquarters in Nartessos, all the way in the farthest southeastern edge of the sea here. Uh, but they have interests everywhere. Uh, and they are as well the masters of ink. They are the ones that control that particular resource, that have command over it. It is highly unusual to have this many here. Uh,
Seems a
and
little like a pressure put on the freehold, kind of, to have them here.
it is notable that they are, Captain, I think you can have enough of an eye to read the situation. They are armed, defensively, so that, should anyone wish to come to shove with them, they can certainly take them on. But they've, wrapped weapons and positioned things so as not to present themselves aggressively here in Tangcho. That doesn't
Okay.
seem to be their position here. Um,
All right.
but
If
yes,
Go ahead.
no, no.
Um, I'm guessing that, considering how long this dock is, that you dock broadside rather than like pulling into a parking spot, right? Is
Yep.
that okay? I am going to attempt, hoping that the crew and everybody is in good enough seamanship to do a turn so that when we dock, we're pointed back out to sea rather than being pointed to land. And because then leaving, we would have someone, we'd have to get out with our boats and turn the ship at least some, or catch just the right wind. Where if I can get that kick around as we dock, it's a heck of a lot easier to get out.
So I think that is a maneuver
Okay.
test made with the ship's C, because that's what outmaneuver is made with.
All right. Should I make that?
That is up to you and your ship's groom.
Would you like me
Yeah.
to make it?
I would love for you to make it.
All right.
Uh,
I
yes,
will spend a
Cass, it would
luck.
be very helpful if you could, if we could be pointed out so that a hasty exit would be most convenient.
Oh, I will do what I can, sir. All right. And so I am rolling and I'm adding 3 to it. Any minute now.
I see you.
7 plus 3 is a 10.
A 10.
Excellent.
So with that, you will easily be able to do that. get yourself positioned. And I think impressively, like certainly the fact the captains from the Viceroys of Inks are certainly watching your ship. As it is this legendary ship. They will watch it, and I think that there's definitely some, you know, nods in your direction, as if to say, "Very well done." There, perhaps a couple of the captains with reluctance, but the others with more open admiration at your skill. And you will be able to dock, and you will tie on the the gangway. Actually, rather than going down the gangway, you actually have it set and they kind of lock it on. You actually have to kind of go up the gangway to get up onto the docks.
Interesting. Okay.
And you can see that there is a dockmaster who will come and Captain, do you have cargo to unload?
We don't, do we?
No,
I mean, we're not hauling anything
no.
here, no.
Your your your
Uh,
your holds are empty, Captain.
yeah, yeah, great. Uh, no, no, we bring no cargo.
Taking on. Excellent, excellent. All right. Just when you have need of loaders and so on, we have the gears and so on. We'll bring them to bear. We've tied you on here at the high point and the low point on the docks. When uh, I'll have a man sent along with the notes on the tides for you, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, I I'll pass off. Can I pass off an incidental amount, or do I
Oh
need to
yeah,
give him a full
absolutely,
treasure?
absolutely. This is just
Like,
a thing. There is that bit of you're already seeing what comes of the organization
yeah,
here.
shake his hand. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
How about a tip? Don't eat lead.
Uh, but what this dock is wide enough that there are loaders, people working the things, and there's enough room to go between them, and there are food carts and little shop things on here. People clearly have the license to come and sell out in these places, and it is a big mingling point, and you can head on in.
Yeah, because this
Uh,
thing, I mean, it's truly enormous. I mean, did you say it was
a
like,
mile long
uh
and between a quarter and an eighth a mile wide.
that is wild. That is
Yeah.
truly a massive thing.
Yeah. And you can see, it is raised up, and it seems to have weathered years and years of storms. Uh, this is you arriving, and this is us going to downtime. Downtime moves are on the ship's moves and downtimes tab. Uh, you will uh, you're not being actively hunted. Um, and we're just going to get one downtime here for this. So, Captain, I wish to start with you.
All
And feel free to
righty.
we can frame up a little bit if you want to ask some questions or get some things set before you decide on what you want to do.
Um,
I'll even throw in while you're thinking about it some other things you should know about this city. Again, those large tiers, and they're huge. If the scale of this dock is huge, those tiers are also huge. Imagine that each of these tiers, of these seven tiers, has on it a couple of neighborhoods, has buildings, has all of that kind of thing. You can see on the third tier up, a good portion of that seems to be devoted not to like neighborhoods, but there seems to be some kind of grand building that's there, large, maybe a theater, maybe something else that is at that level. Also, everywhere you look, trellised down the tiers on buildings in various spots around, there are flowers everywhere. flowers everywhere. And with that as well, birds. There are birds of all sizes and descriptions, tropical birds and migrating birds and so on, all around. And you know, Captain, that uh, birds and fowl are the main source of meat here, but all of that preparation and hunting and slaughtering of them is done outside the city. Within the walls of the city, it is verboten to harm a bird within
Okay.
the walls of the city. You can move them, you can reset nests and things like that. They are practical in that way. You can shoo them along, but you cannot harm or kill a bird.
I will have made sure that the crew is everyone is fully aware of that as we were coming into dock. Um, Tell me again. I'm sorry, but tell me again this crystal that we have that we're dealing with.
You were told that there is an object of the sea elves' power, an object of ascension that is desired by your enemy. That
That's
is,
right.
and you want to get it before they do, or you want to get some of the pieces so that you can put them the Quintaro. Thank you. That it is, and it is in five pieces, and
Okay.
it is a crystalline, and is said to come from the ancient sea elves.
Okay. And did I see glow? Do we see glow lightly ship in port?
No, you do not.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
I think you'll see some of the flags of some of the other like pirate fleets, but you won't see commander or sub-commander ships at a
Level.
glance. Right.
Okay. All right. As much as I'd love to go gambling, I probably should be looking into, especially since I'm in my obsession, I really should be looking into that. So I believe I will be investigating.
Okay. When you investigate something during downtime, roll vinegar.
Right. Um, and my vinegar is one, but I think I'm going to also use a luck.
Okay.
So that's two. And I'm going to roll two dice. That's how this game is played. Oops, I rolled one. Hang on. Let me roll two.
Yep.
6, 7, 8.
Eight. So on an eight, I believe you hold two. Am I correct on
Let's
that?
see. Two or one?
Yes, on a hit, ask
Two.
two.
Okay. Um, well, what can I learn about the Kintaru?
So, uh, do you want to know about the Quintaro, or do you want to know about the place that you're having to go to here? To,
Oh, that's true. We have to go out of the city
yeah,
to find this.
yeah,
Yes, what can I learn about this location?
this temple.
Mhm.
So you've been given secret treasure map to a location, a temple inland, uh, and you're being given the name of a a region. The region itself is called uh, Tintarik. And so you're kind of asking about that region. And they will talk about the fact that, like, the several miles outside the city walls, uh, you know, there is a couple of days walk is the civilization that supports the city, rice farms, a lot of spices and things are grown in the area around here. Um, and but then once you get past that, you hit the jungles, and they are dense. Uh, there are people that live there and make their living working and hunting and those kinds of things. but the jungle also swallows people. Uh, and the jungle is crisscrossed with rivers, is the other thing. And so, you ask about Tintarik, and someone will say, "Oh, that place is deep in, and the rivers there have a deep sounding, uh,
Mm.
drops drops darker than the ocean there in places. Uh,
Are they
if
navigable?
you will need to hire a riverboat. It is the only way to make it there. Um, and you'll need to uh, essentially get one of the the riverine to aid you in that to move upriver.
Mm.
Once you get in there, they can take you to that place and uh, then there are jungles to cut your way through. You'll want to prepare supplies and so on. But they'll give you a couple of names of people. Essentially, you have to go up to the top tier and out to where the caravanserai are. But you have the sense that there are riverboat pilots that transport things up and down settlements
Okay.
along, and also there are riverboat pilots that serve foolhardy adventurers.
Well, we are exactly that. Oh, I mean, we're hardy.
Yeah, you're hardy. Uh,
Party.
what is your second question?
I'm going to be kind of looking for some esoteric or some uh any sort of records that they have of this temple. What are the hidden dangers if I go to Tintarik?
This uh, place you will hear uh, is cursed. Before the Starfall, it was a place of one of the like lost civilizations that we've talked about before, uh, possibly the from the Gods' War, uh,
Mm.
and what is said is that uh, the reason that a piece of the Quintaro is there is they stole it from the Sea Elves, and the Sea Elves retaliated by opening a black road there and
Mm.
letting things loose into Tintarik. The road is said to be closed, but
Mm.
but the spawn and poison from those kinds of things can last, and that happened just before the Starfall.
Okay, so quite some time ago.
Yeah,
Um, but I mean, we're
surely by
all aware of
now
like,
all of
yeah,
those beasts are dead.
but we are all aware of like the horror of what a dark road is,
Yes, Black
right? I mean,
Black
that's
Road
something we're
is
our black road. Yeah,
it.
we're
These are the roads that the foolish human mages opened up to kill the gods.
but that's kind of it's common folklore
Yeah,
horror story, isn't it?
right.
Okay. Um,
And it certainly is very present here. This ship is clearly from, sorry, this city is very clearly from that time. You can tell just from the feel of it. You have been in cities that have uh, a magical engine that does something that protects it or provides some other services. You recognize the feel in the air that says that's there's definitely one of those in operation here in this city.
okay. All right.
You suspect that probably part of the reason that they can have so many flowers growing, because you've been noticing that they shouldn't be as verdant and fruitful as they are.
All right.
Does that seem
That's
reasonable?
oh yes.
Okay. Ship's groom Cass. Downtime.
Yes. I think that I probably follow uh Manesh into town, like just to see the other singers or Bazad, sorry. Uh
Bizarre.
to see Bazad. I follow Bazad into town. I sort of ask questions, but of course, as soon as I see the other things, I know that those are his folk. But I do kind of want to see them, and that sort of thing. And I do think that probably what naturally happens is that I probably meet someone. So there's one of those, isn't there, in the
There is
things of
carouse. There is make dubious friends.
um, I don't know. If you're with a bunch of singers, doesn't carouse sound right? I don't know.
That's
Or is
generating
that
luck.
okay? Is it?
Now take a
Uh,
look at those moves and see which
or
one.
yeah, I'll try a dubious friend. That sounds like a great thing to take into a cursed city with you. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So okay, and I'm rolling polish, which is 0.
Okay.
Um, so there we go. It's going to turn out great. Um, but here, I just want to see what's here. This is also fascinating. And this is like a once in a lifetime, even though I have no sense of a lifetime uh, thing, but I know the words for that. Um, okay, so I'm going to roll uh, straight up a 9. Not
That
bad.
is a 9. Uh, so this is one of the things like, are you looking for a singer? Are you looking for a ship person? Are you looking for a local? What is it that you are searching for here?
I think that I've heard that we're going to Quintaro, right? Or no, to this town that's
Tintaric,
in
where the
Tintaric.
Quintaro, where a
Yeah.
piece of the Quintaro is.
So I'm like essentially asking about that that city, and I meet someone who purports to be from there. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely. Uh, you will uh, uh, be eventually, you will cross paths with a person who say is throwing around the name Tintarik quite a bit. That Tintarik is a very dangerous place.
It is.
It is. It is.
See, for me, it is just a word that is written on paper, and I want to know more about it.
Why would someone like you want to know more about it?
I heard that the rivers on the way there, some places they're deeper than seas, and I cannot believe that. I wish to see what city lives at the end of ocean or rivers so deep that they can make claims of their depth to the
Well,
ocean.
you are in great luck, for I happen to be a guide of some experience and renown.
For now,
Yes, yes. Let me introduce myself. I am Intan Binti Jabat.
um,
Binti Jabat. I have letters here. Let me show you how it's spelled.
oh, thank you. I have letters too.
Oh, so we share a common thing here.
Exactly.
The educated, the wise, the wisdom, the know to the power of such things. I, again, smart, and I know of these things. Yes, yes. If you require a guide, certainly I can help you. I have a cousin who operates a riverboat, and certainly, should you need it, we can make arrangements on that. Are you? Are you are you an adventurer? Are you a treasure hunter? Are you a botanist? Are you a zoologist?
Uh, no, I'm
Ah,
a ship's groom.
We will, for the moment, pretend I understand what you've just said to me. Why would someone who is a ship's groom wish to go so far inland?
Because the rivers are so deep, but also because my captain wishes to go there.
Ah, it is not just yourself. You have a group on this expedition.
Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
about how many in this group do you think you're taking?
I would guess three, four, five,
Four,
six at
five,
most.
okay, but six, seven, eight, nine. Just calculating in my head there, doing rough sums. As I said, I am learned. I have both my letters and my numbers, both of
And
them.
your first name again?
Intan.
Intan. You have a lot of names. I'm not used to that.
Absolutely. It is a mark of a man of repute and so on to have more names. You know, I could have had a fourth, but I thought that was too ostentatious, so I denied
Ah,
that.
well, if you
It
ever
was
change your
going to
mind, you could
be Caligula.
Caligula.
I've heard that that is a name of some affect and repute, but I decided on just the three.
Well, I think that those are plenty of syllables for me anyway. Um, and I'm quite glad to have heard them. Let me introduce you to my captain.
Absolutely, I am willing to help you. Ah, I will need to be paid
I,
for yes, but yes. So
I could ask the ship's groom. All right. So, so how much do you charge for this?
uh and let me see. This is a move that you've made, so you will definitely
It's a dubious friend, and he's
dubious
dubious.
friend. Um, I think that uh, he was reliable.
All right.
He is, uh, uh, and uh, if he is not a scumbag, it will cost you a treasure.
Oh,
So it's your
oh,
choice about how much you wish to pay.
okay. I think I don't even think about it because we're going to go on this river and this sounds pretty cool and I'll probably learn that thing. So certainly I have two treasure that I would put towards the price.
Okay,
So
one
of the
treasure
so
is all that is asked.
okay. And I stop and say, this seems very reasonable. And I give him the
It
choice of which
does.
treasure he wished.
Yes, highly reasonable.
I This is the first time I've ever purchased a guide before. I mean, the guide's assistance.
You should have led
I
with that. I would have liked to have known that you were completely ignorant in the costs and prices of these things. But there we are.
Well,
Live
I think
and
if
learn.
ever of you on the sea understand that I too am a guide, so perhaps if ever you need to leave this place, it would be good to know me and not have to pay full price.
Fair enough. I take your meaning.
All right. I will go and tell the captain that arrangements have been made. Where shall we meet up with you? Is there a place that you like to set out from?
Well, I can be found in this particular haunt, and he names a bar.
A
Uh,
bar. What a surprise.
uh, which is to say, I will go up and speak to my cousin now,
Okay.
and see if he is available, or if not, if there is another reliable captain
All
who we
right.
can hire. Again, separate price, separate cost on that. But uh, a boat big enough to take a good number of folk,
Yes.
and I will have them conjure up uh, what they will need for the trip.
All right.
Vern, what are you up to?
So there's a lot of sea elf related uh places and people here, right? And I got this book that I can't read. Um, uh, it's an old sea elf book. I want to find any material, if there's any sort of written material that would help me learn their language.
Okay. Uh,
So I think that's probably investigate.
yeah, that feels like investigate.
cool. Oh, you know what? It would help if I had the roller open. That's different. No. No. Finger, which I have. Just one. Doesn't need to be. 4.
A 4. So
Awesome.
you've been operating around. Again, you don't know much about the sea elves. You know you have this book. When you ran into that thing with the sea elves, the thing that cursed you all and so on, and you may recall that curse that froze your blood. That was a
Oh,
sea
I didn't
elf
realize that
curse.
was a
Yeah.
sea elf
Yeah,
thing.
that whole sea elf thing when you raided this with
Oh,
that sea elf
okay.
temple. Um, I think that you
Wait,
will
that's
begin
what we
to
do?
realize as you are talking to everyone here that sea elves are the boogeyman. They are they who are not to be named. They
Oh,
are
and I'm
the
just blundering around
right
asking questions about them. Awesome.
about this their dark and cruel nature. They are like the unseelie to these people. If you think, I don't know if Tyler will get this reference, but if you think of the elves present who had those swords in the Tad Williams fantasy books, they're treated a little bit like big, dark, uh, 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 each individual sea elf, a master of dark arts, and it's very much said that the reason that the star hit the and like caused the whole sea to be formed is to punish the sea elves for their perfidy and evil in these things.
Right.
Do you want to take the trouble to ask a question, though?
Um, sure. See, I'm even more interested now that I know
Okay.
that they're yes, I will. Oh, where do I take the
You will.
trouble? Oh,
So
here.
you're going to take
Yeah.
the trouble watched.
Okay. Awesome.
And the way this comes about is that you are there asking around, and you'll hear this big clanking sound, and you will see this enormous armored figure, 7 feet tall, comes, you know, down the street, and it will speak to you. And it will say, "You've been asking a lot of things about the sea elves." It says it very loudly.
Uh, yes. So
Do not be a public
I have.
nuisance or a disturber of the peace while you are here in the city. I am an automaton which keeps justice and freedom within this city. This is your first warning.
Uh,
Do
oh,
you
that's fascinating.
understand this as it has been
Are
spoken to
you
you? Do not
controlling
interrupt me.
someone?
Now,
I'm like looking
what
like,
did you
how does this
say?
thing work? This is so cool, you know?
Do you understand what I have just said to you?
Yes. Do not be a nuisance.
Yes, exactly. I am going now. And it will turn around and walk away.
I followed a few steps, like I'm still trying to figure out. Okay,
And
is
and
this
somebody else
controlled or something?
somebody will kind of stop you and will say, uh, they are they are guided,
Yes,
they are spirit objects, but there is a person elsewhere that is piloting that.
I
They don't have
see.
control over the sound of the voice, though.
Oh, so the voice comes from
from
the
the
automaton
spirit
itself.
itself. Yes, yes.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yes.
I've never seen
They
that.
are the gifts of the first trader.
Oh, and I'm immediately like, oh well, tell me more about the gifts of the first trader. What's
Ah,
what
the first trader
what
is
was the first
the
trader?
leader of the city. They are the vessel in which the spirit that oversees and guides the city resides in.
Oh, so it's the same spirits continuously through the.
We do not know. We assume so. We do not know the ways. Some say that it is a jinn of some manifestation or form, but it inhabits the first trader.
So that's that is fascinating. I do you happen to do you happen to know if there are other other beings like that here who continuously one
They'll
spirit
say they
multiple.
clearly don't know what about that. But you do have a chance to ask a question here. So,
Right.
what is
Aside
the
from
question? Aside
from
from
many
this
other
new thing that
questions.
you want to
Right.
rabbit hole yourself dive.
Yes. Look, if there's a rabbit hole, I'm going to dive down it. Yeah, let's see. I guess where can I find more information about the sea elves?
Eventually, someone will sit down and say, "There is only one person who you could speak to who knows of the sea elves. Uh, he is a wizard here in the city. Not not like the Montebanks or those that work with demons. He is an actual wizard. He has the blood of the sea elves in him, and he resides in a building on the fifth tier. His name is Arlati. He
It's here, Arlati.
he is be wary of him. You will know why when you speak to him. But he knows of the sea elves of old, and people give him a wide berth.
Thank you very much for that information.
You're welcome. Be cautious here. Be cautious. You do not want the clankers to have you on the wrong side.
Uh, I will thank you for the advice.
Oh, that.
I'm always cautious.
Then the first lie. Nanius.
Hello. Um, there are many things I want to do, but I never have that luck thing that everyone else seems to always be like full on and like, what do I even do with all this luck? So I'd like to try to get some of that.
All right.
So I
So,
want to go out carousing.
what does carousing look like for you?
So I think Nonius is going out with Thurlow Fane and a number of the other crew members that are like going out for the first leave. And there is the obligatory like couple of hours crawling between a couple of bars here. But after everything is like good and fun and loud, we pass by an area like towards the middle of town where there is like some sort of festival going on right now, and there is a dancing contest, like somewhere between like line dancing, contra dancing sort of thing. And Nonius has to wants to is going to show everyone in this entire town how amazingly he can move. And he's dragging Thurlow and a couple of the more inebriated and less embarrassed crew members with him to join in the contest.
Let's let's have you roll with polish and spend a treasure.
Yes, that is my one and only last treasure. And we're just going to see what happens. I'm trying to make luck, so I'm not going to spend luck.
Fair enough. You'll either get three or one.
It's an 8 plus 1. 9.
So that is a nine. So you will dance. The various bards are here, musicians, so you can tell that are the music playing is expertly done, and the locals take advantage of it. How does your style of dance differ from what the locals practice?
Um, I mean, Nonius is by nature very smooth and dexterous, but I think especially as he's sort of getting the feel for the local style and getting further into things and feels like he's doing well, like his spinning and moves, they get very like acrobatic, and I have a large muscular orc boy there
Hmm.
to help, you know, throw, catch, give me some boost and air in all of this. So there's a lot of flipping, twirling, cape movement sort of stuff.
Absolutely. I think you will make an impression here. You get to mark that full three luck there that you will gain, and certainly you can get the vibe of the city in that. Does that seem reasonable?
Nice, yeah.
Okay.
I think I end up, you know, I went in with that like sort of laurel crown of dried pressed flowers, but I think I come out with like a big like thumping one of live flowers, fresh flowers. It is very over the top. Thurlow has one too that I keep refusing to let him take off.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, night air, sea air comes in. The thing is, just about every breath and smell of this place is filled with some kind of floral scent. Even in the heat, the sweat of the night, evening here, um, and you will pass the night away. Let's take our break here. Let's go to the hour. We'll take a break and then we'll can continue on. So, uh, I want to give everybody a chance to also do like an RP scene in town to ask about things, to follow up on details, to get more, in general, maybe with moves, maybe without. Uh, uh, Captain, do you want to go right to that, or do you want to have a moment to have the group come together before we do that once around?
It's
And
probably a good idea.
I did want to say, since we finished a downtime, we do get to test renown.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
We just have a renown of one, but it might happen, and we have our legacy move from the ship that we could spend too.
Okay. Uh, so testing renown is
It's on the basic and special moves.
basic and special moves. Uh, roll 1d6, Captain.
all righty. Well, too high.
Too high. But your legacy move, I believe, allows you to pick a boon, right?
If we
Uh,
wanted to, we could
mhm.
spend it. Is there anything people are interested in taking a look at that? Could find a treasure. well, we could locate where a treasure is. We could impress someone important.
Or have a new
Um,
follower.
or get a new follower who is loyal and inspired. What do we think, folks? Is it worth us spending for it, for one?
We are sort of low on money. That would be useful.
Especially
Bass met
since
someone
your
interesting.
your ship is damaged and needs to be repaired as well.
Yeah. Yeah, let's, because we're on the opposite side of the world from my last remaining free money that's out there. So we could probably use the money. Yeah, let's, if folks are all right with it.
How about we say this? How about we say that in the looking around and picking up, uh, you will find some notes that are old expedition notes from a an expedition to Tintarik. Lost in a book tucked in somewhere that indicates that the place that you're going to, that there is in fact also a vault with lost wealth of this
Ooh,
empire in it to kind of double up. How does that sound?
sounds excellent. So I'll mark our. Oh,
I
did you already
marked one
pull
off.
one?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Well, maybe we can find a little. We could really use some money.
Especially if you could do it and get both of them, that would be considered finding an important treasure. That would take your renown up.
Yay! All right. Yeah, we probably should get together at the very least, we can
So
exchange back some
yeah,
information.
the next day, captain's cabin, in between Liberty, you have all kind of told a bit of your tale of what you've learned. We'll assume, is anybody holding anything back that I should know of? Okay.
No, I'm telling too much about my amazing dancing win.
So, Captain, you will hear all that information from your crew.
All right. Well, it seems that we have a pretty good lead on this temple. It is of considerable importance to me, though uh, I understand that it will be dangerous, and I hesitate to order anyone to accompany me, but I would be happy to have volunteers. And this bit of information about a hidden vault also sweetens the pot, I think, for all of us going. We do need to make some repairs, and as of right now, the ship's coffers are somewhat low.
Oh no, what if we had to go into the dangerous lost monster infested jungle to hunt down an ancient temple to screw over Lucid? How could I?
Well, I am pleased indeed, and had sort of counted you would probably agree with this plan. Cass, you have already done a marvelous job of finding out more information.
Yes, we have a guide, and he has a brother who knows how to sail the ship down the river, the super deep river, which is going to be super cool.
Well, it
Super
seems
cool.
that you're excited to go.
Yes.
Uh, Vern, uh, would you care to also accompany? This
Oh,
little
absolutely.
expedition.
Yes, of
Wonderful.
course.
It might also serve for us to ask some members of the crew if they wish to go. Um, I think that Marta probably needs to stay to keep an eye on the ship, but uh, perhaps Ratzenfink uh, could be of some use if he is interested. Uh, are there any other? I fear that it will be a bit sunny for us to ask Yadana. As a matter of fact, Yadana can be in on this meeting. I've generally been
Yeah,
letting her
yeah,
show up
yeah.
when we can.
Donna will certainly. Says that she's just clearly like, "Yeah, I'm not going on such a thing." She does maybe bristle a little when you suggest Rats and Fink, but Rats and Fink will go, "Oh yeah, absolutely, I'd love to go." Uh, um, she doesn't look
Huh,
entirely happy with that, but she will nod.
huh. Guess worried for his safety, maybe?
Oh yeah, I mean,
That what it is?
you know
Yeah.
that they're related in some way.
Yeah, they're friends or whatever.
Oh no, you
Okay.
know that they're like familial related. That
Oh.
was established a while back.
Oh, okay. Oh, Yadana's son.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, I had not remembered that. Wow. There's not much of a family resemblance.
that is true.
Uh,
Eh,
um,
big teeth.
It is a very magical world.
yes. Um, anyone else we think might be of some assistance to us? Any suggestions?
Marta will say, I think you either take the gambler or the doctor or both.
Hmm. Well, I, I think
It's
that
just
Dr.
another
Blackwood
boat ride. Yeah, I don't think Dr. Blackwood would have a problem with that.
and might be very interested in the local flora, considering their many scientific experiments. So I'll give call and have them show up and
But I
ask,
need more time to win my money back from Hook.
uh, Doctor, would you be interested in accompanying us on an excursion into the interior from the city here? And I'll give a quick blah 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 of what
If
we're
that is
doing.
what you wish, Captain, I am at your disposal. You merely tell me where to go.
Well, then certainly yes, please accompany us.
I'm at your service.
All right, and yeah, I'll ask Laura too. We're old buddies.
If you think I can help, and it'll give me a chance to drain whatever coffers Nanias has left.
I'm completely tapped out. There's nowhere for me to go but up.
Oh, there's always something to gamble.
Oh, no.
Just staring at his golden skeleton arm.
Yes, she's looking at it very intently.
Let's make sure we keep things good and friendly now.
Oh,
All right, then we have a fine crew. Uh, I suppose that we should go and meet this guide that Cass has managed to procure for us.
Yes, Intan Binti Jabat. He has a
Excellent.
brother who's a boat captain,
cousin.
riverboat cousin. I forget how these people, the relationships work.
So many cousins.
Cousins, brothers, what's the
Let,
difference?
let's kind of let's play out that scene and then we can do the one right. There is a hike up the tiers of the city. I think now when you get up to that fourth tier, you'll realize that big building does seem to be some sort of coliseum or arena of some kind. It certainly seems to be a public spectacle place. You will get up to the top. There are gates there. Once you get outside the gates, this is where all the butcheries are. There are buildings out here, hunting camps, that kind of thing, and then up to the a pair of rivers that go out from here, and there are boats along there, and you will find Intan. He will greet you. You must be Captain
Hermione.
Humayan. How is that spelled?
Uh, Humayun.
Yes. I always like to have the names. I have my letters, as Shipscomb Cass may have mentioned to you. I am very smart.
Then
Yes,
Humayun
yes.
Holtz.
Holtz. That's the last name.
Yes.
Yes, yes, there we go. I have spoken to my cousin. He is not available, but he has a reputable friend who has a boat that has been up to Tintanic previously. uh, needs to be stronghold to survive there and to batten off some of the threats that come from the waters. Uh, uh, and he has uh, 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 I made him some promises, said that you'll be paying them for that, and that pay will cover him and will cover the riverine that will be necessary.
All right. And how much will this be?
One treasure.
All right. Very reasonable, I suppose. Uh,
You'll bring your own food, supplies, that kind of thing. Though, if any of you are fisher folk, the rivers are teeming, especially if you enjoy eels.
ooh, I like a nice eel.
Yes, yes. Good and of course, fruit and such, very abundant. And I know which ones you can eat safely in season.
Have you made it to this temple yourself
Oh,
before?
I've been to Tintarik many times.
And what is your impression of the place?
Uh, of Tintarik,
Yeah.
it is a dark, deep jungle. The trees are hundreds of feet tall. You walk through valleys to get to where you wish to go. There are the ruins and wreckages of many old things in this place. It floods at the drop of a hat, and
Have to keep
the
those
walking
securely owned then.
the walking is hard. We are in a good season for it.
Excellent.
We in the rainy season, I would not dare approach, but we are in the dry times. The river can get us in there, and then depending on where you wish to go, we may be able to go further in closer before we have to go inland. Uh, I have not been told what it is you seek, but I assume you have some place you wish to go to, some map or location that someone has sold you in a dark alley, or perhaps something more of a better providenture, Provence, right? Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Uh,
So with your excellently provincial map, we will be able to then find that location. I would not dare to ask you to show me it until we are underway.
of course, of course. Um, so the uh this is me asking you.
Yes.
Tintarak is the region. The
Yeah.
temple is within the region.
Yes. Yes.
And we do have a map in the sense that we have a map
Once you
to
get
the
to
vault.
Tintarik, you have a map to the temple and to the vault.
Excellent. Okay. This cousin of yours has provided a friend.
Yes, yes.
Have you
Come
met
with
the
me.
friend before?
I have met him.
Do you and you trust him?
Yes, in the sense that uh, 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 he knows that my extended family would cause him problems should he cause me problems.
I see.
That
All
is,
right.
and what more could anyone ask of family? and such and
True.
friends that to know that is the only assurance we have is that if someone fucks with you, then you have friends that will fuck with them. That is how the cycle of life works.
I,
Cthulhu
I could
Matata
not
is
but
what they
agree with
say.
you.
Yes,
Is that what they say?
I believe so.
Ah, I see. I see. I I would like to uh try and decide him or this captain, but I think
Well,
yeah,
let me. So you will go up to the boat. There will be a captain there. You know, turn the wheel and that's his vocal things. And then he'll kind of come and meet you on the shoreline, and he'll say, uh, and you want to meet the riverine, right?
what?
You want to meet the riverine, right?
E Cash, you were wanting to say something there?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, well, hang on. And he'll go to the back of the boat and he'll pull out a stick and he'll smack on the back of the boat several times. And after a moment, the water will boil and you will see this horrible bug-eyed fish man come crawling up out of the water. It is covered with sludge, and it will come up out, and it will look, and the captain will reach into a bucket and will hand it a fish, which it will drop down its gullet, and then it will come over to where you are at, and it breathes with the smell of the bottom of a river. Uh, and the captain will say, "This is our riverine. He will be he'll be speaking to the fish that will push us upriver. He is our propulsion."
That is marvelous.
And riverine will turn to you and go,
Uh, yes, indeed.
He
So
wants more
how
fish,
big
doesn't
are
he?
these fish that we're talking about?
and he'll turn to look at you. And the captain will say, "They could be pretty big."
Pretty big, you say?
Yeah. The riverine has pacts and bargains with them. They are
Mm.
is what do you call it, a shaman of a kind, and we pay him off with goods and such that they cannot uh, uh, easily manufacture. Plus, they enjoy watching us flail about on these adventures.
Oh,
Ark.
uh, and it was mentioned that there was fish to fish. So clearly not a problem if we're fishing off the boat.
Kevin says, "Yeah. In fact, he'll make sure, that you'll have good fishing should you want it."
So he doesn't have
Nice.
bargains with all the fish in the river.
Ark. I think what he means to
Excellent.
say is no one could have bargains with all the fish in the river, and and then he'll go, "Ark, ark." Well, we're not talking about those. Ark. Never mind. Don't worry about that. He says, "Where we're going to Dark, that's where the deepest of the rivers are. Uh, they've tried to do soundings there, and the ropes just go and go and go. They've never been able to do a full sounding of those places."
And you've made the trip into Tarek before.
I've been to Dark a few times. I've taken some astute adventurers there.
And so you will take us and wait for our return.
Oh, yes, I will wait I will wait the requisite time before I return.
I suppose that's all we can ask.
Oh, yes, no, we should agree on that. It is a week I've given each time before I've left.
Quick sounding in my, quick calculations in my head, how
Yeah,
far from
that should
roughly.
be depending on how things go. He says that's negotiable. I can go up to 10 days of waiting.
And I think we could do a round trip with time in.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. That's 10 days. I think
yeah.
sounds very
It
reasonable.
says plus if you have any magics or things like that to send word back to me that you're coming. If you just give me an alert, I'll stay longer. There's no,
Ah,
I just, it's when you're sitting there for a week and they don't come back, and you're like, okay, well, I
eventually,
guess
you
I
just
better
want to
go because they're
go.
dead.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, and yes, of course.
And about the third time that happens, you're like, I better take a book next time.
Do you have a
Very,
book
very
this
smart.
time?
I have a book, yes.
Okay, good.
It's mostly a picture book. I don't have my letters like Inton does.
Oh,
It's safer though.
So
That's what I've
Inton is
heard.
going to be traveling with us
Yeah.
to
Inton goes,
this
yes, yes,
guy.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I would like to do the my takes one to know one.
Sure.
Um, I think I'm gonna do it on our guide. I
Okay.
This captain seems pretty straight up. If I'm wrong and he dicks us, then I'm sorry, but I think our guide is the one that kind of hinges it all.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna read someone and roll vinegar. So I have a +1 to that. Have 2 dice to roll. That's an 8. That's not
That's
horrible.
an eight. Uh, what is your question?
I'm going to go with the really straightforward of what is your true intention here?
He is a gambler of sorts. You know, sometimes people hit it big out in these places, and uh, the you know they will cut a share of the treasure if he goes along and stays and doesn't run away at the first sign of trouble. Uh, and if they don't cut a share, uh, he has a family here who will make sure that they cut him a share when they get back to town.
That seems very reasonable.
Um, so yeah, he does kind of know the land in a way. I think the impression that you will get is that he comes from a family of fortune hunters and things, and probably raised going into these very dangerous areas, knows how to move around them.
And knows when the time to cut and run is, but is pretty good
He,
about
his
sticking
his
for a
his knowledge of
while.
that may be his estimate of that may be different than yours, but yes,
No fool he.
right.
All right. I think that's I can't ask for more going
Okay,
into a crazy place. That seems
absolutely.
like a good choice then. Um, so as a group, we feel like we'll go get our stuff from the ship and leave tomorrow. All right.
sounds good.
We tell him and we will see you tomorrow.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll go get supplies loaded in. Uh, he will say, my suggestion is if you need any goods, the cheapest place is one of these caravanserai around here because they often find goods from dead adventurers and such, and they clean them up very good. Uh, but somebody in town will try to sell you something new. There's no need for that. Most of the blood comes out of the blankets, and they can resew them and such.
Nice.
And he will
Good deal.
suggest a couple of things. He will suggest that, if you have on your ship, essentially like a rain slick of some kind, he will suggest that you get that. He'll suggest some other medicinal things to carry and such.
Okay. So we've got the dock, and they should handle most of what we need for medicines.
Yep.
We're a ship, so we should have plenty of oilskin coat type
Oh
things.
yeah. We will assume that
Machetes are something we probably don't have that we would need. I mean, a cutlass
yeah.
would work, but it'll start
That's
breaking.
those are incidentals. You can easily anything you need basics you can get incidental.
All right, and we'll bring food from the ship. A lot of biscuit and that sort of thing should get us through.
Absolutely.
Of course, if anybody has stuff they want to get, feel free.
Anyone else have anything they wish to buy? Anyone have a treasure to spend?
I mean, I have a treasure, but I may
Uh
save that.
it seems like maybe this is a good place for us to stop, uh, go on this expedition, and then when we come back, if there are things like unless Vern, you want to talk to Arlotti before you go. This isn't a sea elf settlement, but certainly if you wish to talk to him when you come back, we can do that. What would you prefer on that?
Um, I'll do it when we come back.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll do stuff in town when we come back. We'll explore those what's going on with the bards and what's going on with the viceroys that are here. We'll do all that when you come back. But I think we'll see you set off on your expedition.
I am going to buy, while we have the moment, I am going to buy a healing salve
Ah, that
jar. I think that's worth having on hand.
absolutely. And having the doctor with you, will help with that kind of thing
Hmm.
as well. Ba, 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 ba. I don't think that is the end of a chapter. I think we're still in the beginning of a chapter. So that will uh, not reset. And that's what we'll take up is with you on the river next time.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, and
uh,
Ethan, did you remember to mark an XP for your miss earlier?
oh yeah.
I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
And what did you take for your advance, Nanias?
I went with a new move, Big Damn Hero.
Eh,
When you pull off an insanely risky stunt to save your crew from danger, roll plus blood.
I don't think there's any way that that's going to come into play here soon.
No, I can't imagine it coming up.
Amazing. Let's do quick stars wishes here to kind of wrap. Particularly wishes like if there's anything you'd like to see in the town or like to see on the expedition, speak to that. Captain Humayan.
It is great to be back together and playing. I am super excited. It was cool that we kind of hopped right back in. It felt very right. The crew came, very quickly gelling back together. Everybody's little expeditions were super fun and cool. I liked Nonius at the beginning of the whole thing, haranguing the crew to get the ship looking fine and dandy to come into port. That was wonderful, and made me very, very happy. Um, the town is kind of cool, though. I really the whole setup for it is neat. It's interesting to bring in these things from Godbound that we all played together, and kind of that lore being brought in was really, really nice. So tons and tons of fun. Really, really nice. Um, wishes. I'm kind of excited about some danger of the river. I don't think I have to wish hard. I have a feeling that you might have something in mind, but extraordinarily deep, dark river. Just that sounds very exciting to have something come and bug us there. And I wouldn't mind once we get to the area, that temple and whatever's around there. I wouldn't mind some cool lore for our world. That would be really neat.
Okay. Excellent. Uh, Cass.
Oh, let's see here. you were absolutely right, Tyler. It just felt like coming back home. You open the door, everything's kind of where you remember it. You're like, oh man, I gotta get that old stuff out of the refrigerator and then we'll be good. So that's it. It's just kind of sweeping out the cobwebs and but yeah, good stuff. I love these characters. We have a great rhythm and a great setup, and I'm looking forward to going to a place with very deep water that's not sea.
Hmm.
That is very interesting. Yeah. I don't know. The themes are cool. And I'm just waiting for them to all coalesce together. So very
Excellent.
good.
Anything wishes wise?
Oh, I think I think there's a whole thing of like the river wine and my myrrh thing
Mm-hmm.
of like how like what is it about them that's different? What's the same?
Yeah.
I think I would like to get that kind of sense of
Yeah.
things, if that makes any
I look
sense.
forward to seeing some of the Selkie
Yeah,
stuff play out
exactly.
here with that. That's a great point. Vern.
Um, I I had kind of the same thought when we read the Riverine and Cass. It's like, is that
Yeah.
are they like related to whatever Cass is? So cool. I'm also looking forward to seeing more of just the Riverine, the whatever else is in this uh deep, definitely not at all creepy, nothing weirds down there river. And I I really liked the method of propulsion this boat has. The fish dragon. Okay, cool. It was just a funny detail. I was like, oh yeah, of course. Um, yeah. Aside from that, I think everyone mentioned all of my other like stars. It was nice to see everybody like just immediately jump back into their characters. Uh, Very cool, and yeah, I also am looking forward to uh river based rainforest jungle exploration. This can never
Okay.
go wrong with that.
Yep.
Okay, actually, there's a lot of ways you can go wrong with that, but it's
Yes, I was gonna
still
say.
fun.
Uh and Nanias?
Uh, yeah, like people said, the city is really cool. We've been to a couple of very piratey places, which can feel very like filled with humanity and sort of like run down in ways. But the jungle and the like overabundant flowers gave a really neat feel, but also like that excessive plant life also has like a little underlying threat to it. Like it feels a little off and weird in a neat way. And when we get back to the city, I'd love to see more of the weirdness of it. The the giant clanking screaming metal monstrosity was amazing. Um,
Yes.
and Ethan, I love that Vern was like this close to just being taken completely off mission and like trying to take that thing apart. You work in here. Um, uh, I'm looking forward to our trek through the jungle, Lost Temple. These are all like great potential in them. I would definitely fight a horrifying river monster. I would definitely fight some ancient, the lost dead thing in a temple. Um, and wishes wise, I do think that Lost Temple gives a good opportunity for I'd love to see Death again.
Okay.
And I've pushed on her a couple of times, like asking for things from her. And so I think it would be interesting if there was like some pushback, some demand made on me. Uh,
I like that.
this might be a good place. Um, Also, I would really love to lean into like we are going after a thing that Lucid wants, and whether we see like some of his forces or lieutenants, or we get rumors of him around here. I'd love to see how this is pushing us further into Lucid's attention and plans.
Okay. I love it. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Uh, so certainly my mental map for all of this is the Yucatan Peninsula. Sherry and I watched a
Hmm.
documentary about why they can't build a road down through there from from Mexico down to South America. The physical, geographical challenges of it, like it is wild and scary. And literally, there are some sections of these like lake, swamp, rivers that they don't know how deep they are. They can't tell.
Hmm.
Um, it's really freakish there, and looking at how you'd have to travel by foot on some of these places is crazy. Very mountainous, up and down, along with the jungles being on those mountains. So some freaky stuff there. Thank you all so much. I am going to stop the recording.